Tell us what happened to the children. We heard 300,000 children have gone missing. Where are they, and what can we do to help?
So over time it has been much more than that. Some have been taken to safety. Some have been lost in the system of corruption and abuse. There are still many who harm and abuse children. Some from ignorance, some from power, some from satanic forces. There are many layers of that on this planet. It will be ending. It has not ended yet. They are part of the chaos is scattering those children to cause confusion. Some will say the children have been saved. Some will say they've all been lost. It's a combination of that. The network that takes children not just from that number but from around the world is weakening, and many more are unwilling to participate in that trafficking of not only children but humans in general. And as the consciousness raises and less people are willing to participate, the ones who are still left will be easier to dismantle and confiscate so that those horrors are not permitted to happen on this planet anymore.
What can we do to help?
Again, pray. Make people do not want to see this part of the story, so to share information that makes people aware of it without shutting them down, which is very difficult. This is one of the hardest breakthroughs to make for people. They do not want to admit that it's as prevalent as it is, and of course the news that they watch doesn't cover that. So to make people aware of missing children, missing people, and start a conversation of where do they think they go? Why are so many missing? What's happening? Where is the awareness will change things. It seems like it won't, and it seems slow, but the more awareness and truth there is, the less able these things are to continue. And pray for all of them, the perpetrators and the victims, because to be able to do that, a soul has to be very damaged or corrupted or hijacked to participate in that in any way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm.
We understand that there is free will on the planet, and yet there are many times when a person has been tricked. that seems to violate their free will if they've been tricked.
So the levels of trickery are myriad, and people allow themselves to be tricked to keep themselves in what they feel is their comfort zone, but it is really benefiting the controllers. So people do have an active part in their own trickery, and when they are willing to step out of that, the spells will be broken. There are spells for sure that are putting veils over people, but there's always something to break them out of those spells, and their choice is to understand that and be curious about that, or to keep letting themselves stay numb and controlled by the trickery. So there is also still free choice in the midst of the spells, because there will always be good forces sending messages and clues and breadcrumbs along the way for a soul to awaken to its choices.